whistleblower act that has been set up. But the issue of reward, where they say a certain percentage, if money is recovered as a result of an offense that you reported, then a certain percentage should be paid to you. There's still a question of under whose budget that payment is made. So for me, I really don't think rewards are the way to go. For me, I believe if we strengthen our capacity to detect. Yes, reward may come in detection, because when we talk of syndicated corruption, the best way to really bust a crime is for one of the actors, yes, to break ranks and whistleblow. Yes, in that respect, I would agree that yes, if we strengthen the reward system of people who are being induced to say, play this part, and the rest will leave it to us, we'll give you the part of the reward, and somebody breaks rank. Yes, we need to incentivize people who break ranks with the syndicates. That I agree. But again, remember, the reward comes after the matter has been investigated, prosecuted, and recovery of assets has happened. Now, that's why I go back to the first point. We need to improve our capability to detect, investigate, prosecute, convict, and recover assets. If we can compress all those processes in a short time, I think that is really, for me, I think that is what we want. Let me just ask the last question.
You have been in the inspectorate for some time. Are there some landmark victories that you would want to share with our viewers and say, in this matter, in this matter, in this matter, we pride that we're able to do this for Ugandans?
I think we every year, if I have some the statistics in my bag here, but there are a number of issues that we've been involved in, where we've registered a lot of success. I mean, we've got involved in cases and prevented loss. On average, every year now, I think because of our intervention, we save, on average, I think 30 billion shillings.
Annually?
Yeah, annually, where we just intervene. Then we can collect up to 2 billion shillings in cash, recovering money from people. Still. Yes, annually. Okay. In terms of hard cash, because there are cases where we say we choose not to prosecute. We just say we've now know you took this money, and it usually comes by through advances. You know, I want to organize a workshop in this place. Then you don't organize it, and you take the money, and we catch you. So I'll refund the money, but we also say leave the job. So we've had a lot of those cases of interventions that have resulted into prevention of corruption. There is a NUSAF program. We are very proud of the NUSAF program, because the world over, everybody is coming to Uganda to look at it, saying, involvement of citizens, what has the impact been? That there is actually no room to steal. And when a theft happens, the follow-up mechanism is so quick, because there is a local IGG who is not paid, who is just a citizen, who is saying, I participate in my interest is to make sure the program succeeds because I'm a beneficiary. And so if somebody, a member of the committee, steals or tries to do something, within 48 hours, the IGG in Kampala will know. So we've also found that, yes, that prevention program has been a big success. Right now, we are taking a lot of people to court, because people are saying, why are you quiet, and so on. No, we are very thorough at investigations. So we've gone through, from the time we set up this Directorate of Special Investigations, I've been dealing with a lot of cases quietly. Now you are going to see every week we are going to be taking maybe 3 or so people to court, because the inquiries are completed and we are just phasing the prosecution. But also we've been very successful. We've intervened in a lot of recruitments, wearing the ombudsman hat. I think there used to be a problem in UNEB. UNEB had problems. And sometimes, I don't know, you remember that time when there were big fights and so on. Who is the chairman versus the general secretary and so on. We intervened, and that UNEB is now silent. There was a problem. Yes, there was a Chambogo. Yes. Chambogo had strikes every 2 weeks. It was a problem. The Inspectorate of Government got, and we spent 2 years. Dispatched teams, I think 5 teams, just looking at every aspect of Chambogo. Chambogo is now quiet, even of the strikes in this country. I mean, nobody gives us credit. But actually, we did so much work, and Chambogo has gone silent. It is intervention of the Inspectorate of Government. We've intervened in national water. We've gone into the investigation of national water. A lot of we Export Promotion Council. We get in, investigate. Sometimes it's about appointments, a special appointment, because there are people who would like to appoint you and make them their cash cows. I've given you the job. You are the MD of, what is this course called? UBC. You should channel all your money to me. And so we follow up those recruitments to just say, have they appointed the right person? Because if you appoint a person wrongly, and then you make him your cash cow, say every time I'm going to campaign, half your budget should come to me and so on. We solve problems by just saying, can we get a person appointed through the right channels? Because when you get a person who comes through the right channel, is applied for a job, is been interviewed, is qualified, their loyalty is not to the person who has installed them.
Now,
so we have a lot of success
I'll
stories.
give you 1 minute. Yeah. Lastly, to our viewers, as your partners in the watch and fight against corruption.
I want to say two things. The first thing I would like to say to our viewers, first of all, apart from thanking you very much for being engaged with us in this lively discussion this morning, would like to thank you for giving us your time and attention. Number two, I'd like to say that the citizen must get interested in the fight against corruption. Citizens tend to worry more about petty corruption. I've gone to a clinic and they've told me I must pay 10,000 before iodine or gauze wire is applied. And that hurts. A traffic officer has taken 20,000 from me because I was driving on the wrong side. That is true and that is painful. But we are saying, please be interested in bigger projects that affect the general good of the people. When a government has announced that we are going to do something, please ask for explanation. How far have we gone in the implementation of this program? Because you are the ultimate silver bullet. Because you are the end user in the government program. You are the end beneficiary. So we are saying, please take interest in the offers and undertakings that the government has made. You should be the supervisor. Demand accountability. How far have we gone? When will it be ready? Is it the right quality? Is it the right people doing things? Citizens should come to the center of fighting corruption. To the public officers, I'm saying we need to polish up our supervision skills. Many of you know that empires have existed in the history of man. So many empires, you can list them. The Roman Empire, the British Empire, and so on. The trick they had, why they made the whole world obey them, a little island controls the whole world, was because they mastered the art of supervision. Supervision is the ability to make the person below you do what they are required to do. Supervision is a skill of working through people, not you yourself doing something, but working through people. If we can improve the level of supervision at all levels, from the bottom, headmaster, health center, road supervisor, whatever you are, and improve supervision, then we are able to achieve the goals of the government and of the teams that we have. For me, I would say those two things. The last one, of course, is that let us establish local complaints handling mechanism. The government's role is to serve the citizens. If something is not going well, we need to develop a mechanism where a citizen can go and does not fear that they will be shouted at by a public officer. They are not frightened of being chased away or of reprisals. Let's establish local complaints handling mechanisms that are effective, where the citizens can go and complain. And somebody should be in the local area, be able to pick up what the complaint is and address it. Instead of burdening the inspectorate of government with every little problem, then in the process we fail to deal with the big issues where our skills are actually required. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ndugu George Bamugemereire, for coming and being a part of our show today. And of course, thank you so much, our viewers, for watching UBC and Good Morning Uganda. And of course, for those of you who have called in to be a part of our discussion, thank you so much. Now, corruption has no place in this country. But again, we must all be involved and interested to fight corruption. Now, we'll take a break, give you our quote for the day, and later Ruben will give you the sports updates. Good morning.